Okay, so now that you have finished modeling the drafting process for your informative writing, it's really the last thing to model is the editing and revising. So, what I usually do is after or while I'm um, drafting my writing, taking my plan to actual sentences, I will usually on purpose make a few mistakes just so I can use the editing and revising process and point them out just to give the students an example of what they're going to be doing. So um, before I start modeling that, I do hand out to them, I make these bookmarks for revising and editing just so they do have this all year. But I make a point of letting them know they're not going to use every single one of these because it's pretty overwhelming. So, what you want to do is you just want to pick a few things to focus on for editing and revising. And of course, you can focus on capitalization, punctuation. But what you want to do is you want to pick one standard from the fourth grade language one standards, so you want to pick one of these. And last year we went with G, correctly using confused words like two, there. So we picked one from standard one, and then we picked one from standard two to focus on. And in this case, we focused on using commas and quotation marks to mark direct speech and quotations from text. Just because with any of the writing, well, certainly for informative and opinion, we're trying to get students to quote information directly from the text. And so we felt that was a good standard to focus on. So you want to not focus on, when you're doing editing revising, you don't want to give them a list of 10 or 12 things they have to go over during editing and revising. You just want them to focus on a couple of key aspects or standards. And so we'd made anchor charts and put those on the wall. And so after going over that, we'd come back to our sentences and we'd go through, and of course, we'd look for spelling errors. Of course, they have spell check now, so that makes it easy to fix. But and capitalization as well, again, easy to fix, but also focused on those language standards. So for instance, down here, there's the wrong spelling of there, and that's one of our language standards. So I definitely point that out to the students as we're going over that. And then also here for quoting directly from text, whether it's capitalizing or forgetting our end quote, we're definitely focused on those language standards. So again, I will go over arms and cups with them, but we're really focused on the two language standards, number one for fourth grade and number two for fourth grade, with the editing and revising step. And then once they've done that, basically it's very simple to go to the publishing part, because their sentences should be corrected and edited and revised. And so all they really have to do is make sure that their sentences are in paragraph form, indented, and they should be ready to go. And just want to remember too that through this entire process, through the pre-write, plan, drafting, editing, revising, you want to make sure after each step that you are making anchor charts that you can keep up on your writing wall, all during the couple of months that you're focused on that type of writing, so that students always have something to refer to when they're doing their writing. All right, well, I hope this helped you, and good luck.